What's up guys, welcome back to another video. We are out here today checking out something a little different today. We've had a lot of people reaching out to us wanting to see some homes that are not brand new construction. So we're giving everybody what they want. So we are out here today in 93711, right across from Fig Garden Villiage actually, checking out this 3-bed, 3-bath, really awesome mid-century modern home. It's super unique and it's got lots of quirky, cool features that I think you're gonna love. So why don't we dive in and have a look, all right? Here we go. All right, so it's such an interesting house. It's probably the only one on the street that looks like this. Check out the garage. I mean, that's like the first thing that kind of stands out to me on this place is this oversized RV garage. And then there's a single bay here. There's like a little workshop inside. So it's kind of interesting, but for anybody looking to potentially move within Fresno or relocate here, you know, I know that we tend to show a lot of new construction on our channel, but I also understand that not everybody that's looking to make a move to the Fresno Clovis area wants a brand new house, you know? A lot of people want something like what you find in this neighborhood. And what I mean by that is you can get a 1/3 of an acre lot like this, a home with tons of character. Sorry, the FedEx guy is delivering packages. You can get a house like this with lots of character. Check out this little U-shaped circle drive here. It's really nice. This is a 1/3 of an acre, guys. An acre is just over 43,000 square feet. This lot is 13,400, so it is huge. The house sits back off the street. We also have a swimming pool that we're gonna see here in a little bit, so hang tight for that. But I just want to show you the front of this place. So it's got really kind of the mid-century style. See the house over there across the street. Not sure if you can see it in the video or not, but it's unique. All the houses are unique over here. I think every one of them looks quite different. But this was built in 1959, so it's definitely right in line with the mid-century time period. So it's pretty cool. So let me spin this thing around and show you guys what I see. It's super interesting. It's just weird, you know? It's cool though. All right, so we're stepping into this interesting place. What do you guys think? Come on in. So the floor in here is actually real bamboo. All right, so it's not something you see every day, but we're seeing it today. All right, so this is where we just came through. All right, so we've got a lot to see, guys, so stick with me. Let me show you, let's just start where we came in and we'll work our way through. So this is our initial coat closet, you know, not bad, it's pretty. Oh, here's an electrical panel actually. So this is an older panel, guys. I mean, this is to be expected typically on homes of this age. Sometimes they've been updated, but a lot of times they haven't been. Oftentimes, if somebody has lived here for years, you know, they don't bother replacing that. A lot of times sellers tend to think, oh, you know, it's been fine since I've been here, so there's no reason to change it, which oftentimes is the case. But during an inspection, you know, a guy might come in and say, hey, that's an old panel, you should consider updating it. And if you wanted to add solar to this property, you would have to update that panel most likely. Not really super important for the purposes of the video, but just a little fun fact I thought I would share with you guys. All right, so this is a really big, bright space. Kind of a cool, it's just a neat house, you know, it gives me Brady Bunch vibes, you know? I can see like all 6 kids sitting right there while Father Mike Brady gives a lecture. So that's a really cool, huge window there. It's either dirty. Sometimes on these windows, the seals will deteriorate and gas will get up inside there and cause that to happen. So I don't know if that's what's actually happening here in this case, but even if that window was replaced or something, that's a really cool window. It's huge and it lets a ton of light in, so that's awesome. You've got a couple of sliders here that take you out to the oasis of a backyard, but we're gonna come back to that, guys. So let's head down this hall. It's a pretty long hallway. We've got basically 2 primary suites in this house too, which is kind of unique, and they're separated on each end. So if you've got multi-generational living, this could be an awesome option for you. But why don't we walk down here and have a look? All right, so let's go. This right here is more storage. All right, I love the way that light just flips on when you open the door. It's like they've got that time just right or something, I don't know. So, but it's deep storage here, guys. So I hear that all the time in newer stuff, like, oh my God, the new homes have no storage. Well, this house does have storage. Look at this. This is like, I mean, you almost like don't want to remodel this because that's part of the character. You know, I've got clients that would walk through here saying, oh man, I gotta redo the shower, gotta redo the bathrooms. How would you redo it though? Like, how could you even redo this? Let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas. Like, how could you remodel this and keep the integrity from 1959? Like, I don't even know if that's possible, because the charm of this is the elderly, you know, the older style. We're missing some shelves here, not a big deal, but that's a medicine cabinet right there. Who knows what this is? If you know, you know. Put it in the comments below, guys. I'm curious. All right, across from that bath is the first bedroom that we are seeing. All right, so this is a large room. The bamboo floors carry out. We've got kind of a tongue-and-groove ceiling, which is really cool. I love the beams. It kind of flows throughout the house as well. A lot of built-in storage over here. This would make a fantastic office or like a craft room if you're into crafting. If you have a hobby, this would be a great hobby space. You have a nice view of the pool. You can see partial pool and grass greenery over here. Very nice. This is not an original window, by the way. This is a newer dual pane. All right, really cool. Yeah, it's a good room. So it's a good room, but it's interesting because we entered through here from the hallway, but also the living room we were just in is right here. So I'm not sure, like, you could go around here. Let me go back around, I'll show you. See this? And there we go, right there. So I'm trying to show you guys this. This is called a pocket door, all right? You can just slide that thing shut and have some privacy. That's interesting. You don't see that in newer homes. And then this here is like a little double door action, all right? Let's see here, I'm trying to, yeah, you can shut that off. So you can close this room off. It does have the closet right there, so it absolutely counts as a bedroom, but it's just interesting having 2 doors here, you know, but it's the way they did it, so that's the way it is. Now, if I purchased this house, this right here would probably be what I would use as the primary suite. You've got, again, 2 options in this house. We've got this room and then one on the other end of the house that we have not seen yet. But let me show this to you. So we've got a really big slider out to the backyard. So that's pretty nice. You know, we can get a view out here. Check it out. All right, you'll notice the vents in the ground. The heating and all that's going to come through the floor. All right, we can talk more about that and why they do it that way. Because you also see ducting up above. That would be for your air conditioning. So that's the way older homes were built, guys. Not anymore, but in the 50s, this was like the way it was done. So now we've got nice closet space in here. Check it out. We've got lots of shelving, storage. You can hang suit jackets and pants, dresses, whatever you want to hang. Really nice. This feels relatively new. Now, this could be 20, 30 years old. I don't know, but it's in excellent condition. This seems to be like a newer style hinge. But see, let's, you know, if this is a newer addition to the home, this closet design, they did a great job. This looks like mid-century feel. You know, it gives me the vibe, right? Right across here, we go into the pink bath, we'll call it. All right, we've got a built-in right here, medicine cabinet right there. This one's got shelves, guys. All right, the pink is so nostalgic. Some people don't like it, but other people will definitely appreciate this. All right, I've got the pink matching tub, very cool. These windows face the front of the house. They are privacy glass, so you can't really see through them. All right, check this out. Who knows what that is? Does anybody know? I think that's a type of heater. If you know more than I know about this type of thing, put it in the comments below, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think. It's a cool house, though. Needs some sprucing, like you can see up here. You know, it needs a little bit of updating and sprucing, but it's a really cool house. And I bet back when this thing was built, this house was even more amazing. So, all right. We're gonna call this the West Wing because now I'm walking east through the house, all right? So as we go this way, we're gonna come through well, this would be a nook, you know? Not really a nook, this would be your dining room, I guess. Because you've got your chandelier there, and there's no formal dining aside from this. So this would be your only living room, which is good, you know, it's not bad at all. What's up, guys? Over here, you can, you know, in the holidays, you can put all the food here. People can serve themselves. We've got lots of storage here, guys. Check it out. A lot of space. This would act as a pantry. If I lived here, that would be my pantry probably. And then we've got these modern style, mid-century modern style cabinets. Check this out. Oh, this is actually, look at that, guys. Who would have thought? It goes though. It's like a mid-century style. It goes. So, this does not appear to, well, this is not the original kitchen. Like, we know that. You know, they weren't doing granite like this and stone backsplash and all this. It's not really mid-century. Okay, it looks like shelving could go here. But I think a microwave. Somebody could put a microwave there if they wanted to put a smaller microwave there. That would work. All right, we've got our same bamboo flooring. We've got a very upscale looking range, which I love these ranges. They look nice, and I'm sure they cook amazing. Check it out. It's really cool. Yeah, you could... Maybe, yeah, you get a turkey in there. You lower the rack down, take off the top, you get a turkey in there. Oh, show. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. I like it. Cool. That's the big window out looking out to the front. You probably saw that earlier, but I'm just going to show you that view so you can see how far the street is from here. It's nice. This is kind of a stainless farmhouse style sink, so very nice. All right, guys, so you ready to see the east wing? Straight ahead is the laundry. All right, so you would have to have a front loaders, or you'd have to do something to modify this setup here. You have a sink. You don't see the sinks too often these days in newer style homes. In this house, you get it. Okay, this is cool. Can't have enough storage. This house is packed with storage to pack all of your stuff. This is nice. So if you got certain clothes that you don't want to dry, they need to air dry, you don't want to shrink them, take them out of the dryer and you've got a rack right there to hang them. So that's convenient. Very cool. All right, now let's see. We're gonna see the garage in a minute, guys, in a minute. This, let me see, how should I show you this? Because what we've got here is we've got a bathroom, the laundry, and then down there is the door to the third bedroom, but it's all connected through the back. So let me show you. We'll just go in this way. All right, we go in. We've got our toilet area right here. All right. We've got hot water heater right there. It's a traditional water heater. All right, we've got our vanity there. We've got a shower tub combo. We've got another Actually, this door appears to be, yeah, I'm not gonna pull the door out. It appears to be stuck. I want to emphasize the storage. I keep saying it, but I keep seeing it. So, all right. Now, let me go back because I want you to get the full effect here. Spinning it around, and here we go. Through this way. See what I mean? It's connected to the bedroom. So, this could be a second primary suite. If you had a parent living with you or something, this would be good. They've got access to a bathroom right there, connected to the bedroom. Now that bathroom though, as you saw, the way we came in, it is accessible from the hallway as well. So, all right, here's a little sneak peek of what we're gonna see in a minute. But let me exit. We're gonna go into the garage first, and then we're gonna come back and see that really nice backyard, okay? So, just to give you a point of reference, there's the kitchen. We came through here. We already went through this door, but instead of going that way, we're going to go in here. All right. Now you're probably thinking, what is this room here? And my car's not gonna fit. Well, this isn't for your car. Your car or cars can go over here. Check this thing out. I mean, this is a tall garage right here. Look at that. So you can get an RV in here. I mean, honestly, you could drive a bus in here probably if you wanted to. It's really big. It's huge. Your daily driver can go over here. It's got its own little slot here. Now it looks like they might have walled this and you know, enclosed this to have a little workshop area. You could probably take these walls out if they're not load bearing, and they're probably not because you already have this beam, large beam going across there. To make this a bigger garage, but you could honestly get 3 cars in here all day long. You could get 2 here. This is almost like a tandem, and then you can get 1 over there. So it's like an industrial style door with this chain and all of that. Look at that. And it rolls up like, wow, this is something that you don't see every day in a residential home. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you like it? You know what you could do? Are you a car enthusiast? If you are, you could probably put a lift in here and have a car, you know, going up and store 2 or even 4 cars in here plus 1 over here. You could get 5 cars in here, I bet, guys. Actually 6 if you got rid of this, you know, whatever. But interesting, right? It's really interesting. So this door will take you out to the side. Okay, I'm not gonna break that because it doesn't appear to be opening, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. We'll just go through the other way. I'm shutting doors as I go. I want to leave the place the way I found it. All right, come on. So you see where we're at, right? We're coming through here. We're back in the hallway. We're going straight. All right, we're going straight, guys. We're going straight right out to this really cool backyard. So check it out. Got some nice boxwood over here lining the patio, some citrus. See, this is the beauty of a mature home. You get like the fruit, the citrus, you just don't get all that in a newer home. I have a newer home and I don't have that, so I know. You know, but this is cool. It's really nice out here. So, you know, something in these homes is like the siding. Oftentimes the siding is like wearing, you know, deteriorating quite a bit down at the ground. This one looks really good. It's pretty clean in my opinion. So, your pool equipment's over there behind the lattice, so it's hidden away. That's kind of a nice thing. Japanese maple right there. It's a pretty tree. All right, this pool is Pebble Tech. Look at this. See these holes right here? There is probably a gate, or I'm wondering if there was a diving board here before. There could have been a diving board. I don't know, it doesn't look overly deep, so maybe not. Maybe that was just for a gate. Yeah, that was probably for a gate. But this is a PebbleTech pool, so plaster is good, PebbleTech's better. It lasts longer, it can accommodate a higher pressure per square inch than plaster can, and it holds up longer typically. So people often ask me, does the pool equipment work? Well, if the pool's clear and it's working well, then I assume it is, but that's something we could always have checked. The fence looks pretty good in the back, which is something we like to consider on these homes, especially nowadays with the cost of everything. Nobody wants to buy a money pit. This house is a cool house. And it's definitely one of a kind. I mean, look at this. I could imagine being out here as a kid, just, you know, playing hide and seek, creating some memories out here. It's really, really neat. So that room on the west wing that we saw, the first master primary suite, these doors would actually be the ones right here that would bring you out here. So this is kind of cool. Yeah, this is the side. Not much to see here. There's a gate there. You can kind of see the distance between the houses is pretty far, so that's nice. It's got gutters. I see the drain pipe right here, which is important. So it's a cool setup. So we are over here near the Fig Garden Villiage area. This is not technically Old Fig. It's right near Old Fig though, Old Fig Garden Village. So we are right across Palm from Fig Garden Village. We have a Pottery Barn, we have a Williams Sonoma, we have Lululemon, Starbucks of course, Ariat, Columbia, tons of stuff guys. It's a really nice shopping area. All right, so I'm gonna take you over on a short walk with us over here to this French bakery. It is walking distance. It is in the Fig Garden Village. That is probably a 5-minute walk from here. It's literally just down the street across Palm, and we're there in Fig Garden Village. It is called Boulangerie. It's an awesome French bakery, and it's one of my wife and one of our favorite spots to go. It's a little cafe. It's got a nice vibe. It feels like you're in Carmel or somewhere else. I don't know, but it's really cool, and we want to walk around the village and show you a little bit about, you know, Fig Garden, what it looks like and what it feels like, and hopefully we can capture that in the video. So let's check that out. All right, so we've got Sophie, we've got Mommy, we've got our chai, and
your shaken espresso.
We've got Poppy with his 6-shot shaken espresso because it's free. And right now we're crossing. This nice person is putting the pedestrians first. Say hello. Thank you. All right. So this right here is Fig Garden Village. All right. We're out here at Palm and Shaw. Right across. This is actually the end of Christmas Tree Lane. It basically ends. You go through the intersection and then you wind up here in the shopping center. It's a really nice place. There are several upscale stores. I think we're going to be offered a sample right now, guys. So let's say yes every time.
Hello. Sure.
Hello. Sure. We'll take a sample.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Thank you.
YouTube.
Thank you. Yes, we're YouTubing. How'd you know?
That's so cool.
You want to be in the video? You can say hi.
What's YouTube?
It is Think Fresno. It's a real estate.
Think Fresno?
Yeah, it's a real estate channel. Yeah, check it out. Boulangerie is right up here. Here it is.
But then you like our full screen and then you go home and snack.
So this bakery is probably the best in town. We buy Sophie's birthday cakes here. Well, she's only had one birthday so far, but
Baby
her
shower.
birthday cake and baby shower cake before she came along, we bought here. And if we're ever just filming cake, this is the place in town to go. So check this place out.
I know you said
So it's packed like this all the time, by the way. So, yeah, but the line goes quickly. They are on you. Like, they want you to hurry it up. Check out the breads. Lots of cake. We'll see this when we get up there. But they got a lot to offer. Everything is fresh. So, kind of cool. So while we're standing in line, I'm going to introduce you to my wife. Not sure if you've met her before, but she's here. And I've talked about Sophie. That is her right there. She's in a pretty good mood today. We thought we would make this a family trip out here so I could shoot the drone footage that you're seeing in this video of Fig Garden Village. The house that we just walked through, the house in this video is actually right across Palm, which is just west of here. And while we're standing in line waiting to order our pastries, I'll share with you a little bit more about Fig Garden Village. So as mentioned earlier, there is a pottery barn here. It's a nice, well, I'm sure you know what a pottery barn is. There's an Oreo, there's a Lululemon, there's a Columbia, there's a Cold Stone, which is an ice cream place. If you've never heard of it, I'm not sure. Uncle Harry's Bagels is here. We think that's newer, but we're not sure. But that's here. If you like bagel sandwiches, things like that. There's a lot of commercial space here on the north side of Fig Garden Village. There's multi-story buildings with lots of commercial office space, probably some available if you need it. All in all though, it's a fantastic spot, and the house that you're seeing in this video is actually a stone's throw from here. It is walking distance. Something to consider. And again, depending on when you actually see this video, I'm not sure when you're watching this, the house may or may not be available. However, these types of homes pop up quite frequently. If you like this feel, this type of area, and you want to be close to this Fig Garden Village, it's really nice. So anyways, let's keep going. All right, so we just got our box of pastries. Take a look at that. So a couple of chocolate croissants, a couple of, I think, cream cheese Danish and a peach something. All right, and then my wife had some quiche, which I did not get a video of beforehand, but that's all right. And that's pretty much it. So it's an awesome spot to hang out and chill right here. We're on the outdoor patio. There is a Whole Foods here, by the way. I forgot to mention that. People always ask, where's the grocery store? There's a Whole Foods here, so that's an awesome thing. They've got a little buffet in there. They charge by the pound, I think, for the food or something. But it's a really cool spot. It feels like we're somewhere not in Fresno, like in Carmel or something, a little French cafe. That's what this feels like. So kind of a cool spot. All right, guys. So what did you think of the bakery? Was it cool? I think it's awesome. We love it there. I've shown you a lot of stuff in this video, but lastly, I do want to show you the map where we are today in relation to other things in the Fresno area. So let me go to the map really quick as usual and pull this up here so you can get an idea of where we are today. All right. So Fresno, for those of you guys out of state looking to relocate here, we do have a lot of people reaching out of state. So that's why we always start zoomed way out, kind of like this space view. San Francisco is northern, LA is southern, and we are right in the central portion of the state, Central Valley, hence the name. We're about 2 hours and 20 minutes inland from the Central Coast, Monterey, Big Sur, Pismo Beach, all of that. So pretty cool. And we're about an hour south of Yosemite, okay? So if you take Highway 41, you can get all the way to Yosemite. Northbound, it's about an hour to the gate, another near hour to the valley of Yosemite. All right, and in the city, we are in Fresno. All right, so Fresno and Clovis it's all Fresno County, but we are in Fresno today, the city. And right over here where it says Old Fig Garden in big, bold letters is kind of where we are. All right, Fig Garden Village is at the north end of Old Fig. All right, Old Fig Garden. And Fig Garden Village is right here at the corner of Palm and Shaw. All right, there's lots of dining. There's Elbow Room. There's the Boulangerie Bakery that we actually just saw. I already mentioned the grocery stores, some of the retail stores that are there that are available, ice cream places, Jamba Juice, all that, Starbucks, you know, tons of stuff there. So we don't need to go back into that, but I want to show you where we are. So have you ever heard of Christmas Tree Lane before? A lot of people may not be too familiar with Fresno, but if they have heard of it, oftentimes they have heard of Christmas Tree Lane. It's something that's been going on for, I think, around 100 years. I think we just hit the 100-year anniversary, maybe within the last few years. And it starts at Shields and it goes north to Shaw. So it's a 2-mile stretch of beautiful homes, old homes built in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. They are beautifully decorated to celebrate the holiday. It's fantastic. It is bumper to bumper traffic during the holidays. Everybody's traveling like 5 miles an hour down the street to see these homes decorated the way that they're decorated. But it's a fun tradition to do if you have a family and you celebrate that holiday. It's something fun for the family to do. And there's also a couple of walking nights as well where you can do the 2-mile walk. So that's really cool. So from the property in this video, you could actually start that walk. You'd be going backwards, so maybe you don't want to do that. I don't know, but you're really close to there. And then when you end the walk or drive, you end up at the intersection of Palm and Shaw right here. All right, so Christmas Tree Lane is this one here, the street up here on the top that curves around Van Ness Boulevard. So that's a 2-mile stretch, okay? So you're driving on Van Ness, you come out right here at Fig Garden Village. By the way, whether you're local or not, this Walgreens right here on the northwest corner is a 24-hour Walgreens. That has been convenient for me more than once in my life, all right? So there's times where it's 11:30, you need something and everywhere's closed, you need Dayquil, whatever. That place is always open, so that's convenient. Just a little fun fact for you. Anyways, the house today is right up here on San Ramon, all right? So it's this one here, right over here. In fact, let me pull this thing up here for you. All right, so the house that we saw today, you go through the intersection. Let's see, it's this one right here, actually. Right here, okay, and actually I'll spin this around so you can get a look. But it's this house right here that we saw, okay? So look at all the neighbors' houses. There are pools in the majority of these yards. So if you want a pool, you want a big lot like lots of these are, let me know. We'll find it for you. I mean, this house today is just an example of what you can get. It's not, we're not trying to sell you this house. We're just selling you this area saying, hey, this is the type of house you can get. So if you're relocating from out of the area, reach out to us. We want to help you move into the right neighborhood the first time around. I've had a lot of people move here, then they call me and say, hey, Casey, I moved here 6 months ago and I'm in the wrong spot. And I've actually had clients where I'll list their house and help them buy something in the right area. So we don't want to do all of that. We want you to buy the right thing on your time, the first time. It sounds like a scripted thing there, but that's the truth. We really want that to happen right for you. All right, and this is a fantastic spot. So Bullard High is the high school. That is also walking distance. It is literally right here. A big pool there, a track. They got a baseball field that's part of the Fresno Unified School District. All right, so we can talk about that. We can also talk more about all the other feeder schools if you have questions specifically on those things. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to mention in this area. I mean, I could make this a 2-hour video talking about the area. But what I'd rather have you do is just reach out to me if you have questions. So if you are relocating or moving within the city already, you already live here, let us help you make the right move, all right? And if you do have questions, shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, whatever's easy for you works for us. We hope to hear from you soon. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. It really helps us out. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.